What's up, YouTube? How are you doing? My name is Ryan. I'm a recovering addict, and I just had a little thought for the day that I thought you may find useful for applying to your own life. And what that is how we think of responsibility. And the way that I used to think of responsibility is I used to go around defining things that I'm responsible for and things that I'm not responsible for. And what that ended up doing was at the same time classifying things as I care about that, I don't care about that. What that ends up doing is over time I ended up closing up off a lot of the world around me and only allowed myself to experience a very small aspect of the life that's abundant around us. And the way that I've been changing this perspective and this view is I think of it in terms of how am I able to respond? If you break down responsibility, it's your responsibility and it's your ability to respond to situations in life. And the reason why this is important is because when I'm feeling depressed, when I'm feeling bored, and I'm hating life, I've been asking myself, well, how am I able to respond to this situation? And what's been happening is I start seeking solutions. And the solutions could start off very subtle, even if they don't help initially. Like if you're feeling depressed or bored, get up and go for a walk. And this may not even change anything, but you've taken action. And the more action you take, the more ways that you're going to find and discover that you enjoy doing to take care of these states of being. And if you apply this to all aspects of your life, you'll start being more conscious and aware of what you're choosing to be around or let in your life and how you're choosing to respond to it consciously. And this is important for when you're in a bad mood and you're depressed and you don't want to do anything and you're miserable, your dopamine's not working. Uh, I would ask myself, how am I able to respond? Well, I don't want to get up. I don't fucking want to do anything. There's nothing that could help this right now. Okay, well, at that point, the action that I'm taking is I'm choosing to not take action, which means I'm choosing to stay in that mindset and just sit there, which is just going to make me more miserable. Now, drugs used to be a quick fix for this bullshit. Now, we've actually got to live life and apply what we are able to do, our ability, in all aspects that we can think of. And this is very important because if we change our view of our responsibility, you'll see that you're able to respond in unlimited ways and in the unlimited infinite nature of life's uh, situations. And sometimes the appropriate response is to take the action of no action. And this is appropriate in scenarios where your own personal well-being could be endangered, and the appropriate action is to consciously acknowledge this scenario and then choose to not act. And that's important in itself because instead of thinking, well, I'm not responsible for that, you don't need to emotionally attach yourself to it. You're pushing away pieces of life that exist. Whether or not you want to believe they exist is your choice, but the more you push away life itself, you're going to get into a very narrow, pigeonholed view and perspective of life. And I'm telling you, it's not that rich or fulfilling. So if you acknowledge this for what it is and let yourself know, okay, there's no safe action I could take right now. That's an action in itself. And the better you get at this and the more you apply this in everyday scenarios, the more you'll see how much power you have in your own thinking and your own feeling, and the more you'll find ways to get thinking happy and peacefully again, and doing the things that you enjoy. So I ask you, are you happy? Are you miserable? And what are you doing to change that?